Hello, welcome back to the Beaver House. I'm Bikini, your glorious Nifications host, and we are back after like 6 months or some shit playing Sonic Mania. Hooray!
Liam?
Yes?
He said he was exporting his audio track.
Shut up.
Oh, my audio's exported. I exported all over you.
Shut up, you!
Oh. Okay. Hi!
Hey, we're back! And yeah, all the positive comments on on that update video I posted, it really made my motivation come back to try and put something out there. I really can't thank you guys enough for the positive support there. Like, it was really heartwarming seeing all that shit. I really was just putting that off for the longest time because I wasn't sure how people would react. But seeing everyone just come out and say all that positive shit, it really makes it all worth it.
I already knew that we had awesome fans. YouTube is the problem, so
yeah,
I'm not really
as Fishbill said earlier, you know, like, we weren't even really truly aware that people actually watched our shit. But, you know, like, we may not have the biggest audience on YouTube, but we certainly have we have the best one. It's the best. You guys are the best.
We have been doing this shit for years, since before PewDiePie, and he's caused 3 YouTube apocalypses. Where's our apocalypse? I want to.
You know, I really want to.
I want to cause some apocalypses. I want to cause some apocalypses.
Now, I'd like to really thank the fans for the pro Fishbill apocalypse, because I got a lot of PMs on YouTube that were saying things like,
"Oh, I'm sure you did.
Where did Fishbill go? It's been 6 months. I cry every day with my Fishbill portrait on my nightstand. I kiss his little face every night.
Look at all them completed files. I totally haven't played this game to death.
No, you laugh, but I got at least 50,000 messages or so along those lines.
We don't even have 50,000 subscribers.
I know, that's what was so surprising.
I just make memes all day and put them on Twitter.
We're not even.
There was a lot of very strange Fishbill slash
to our. Dude, we're not even halfway to our silver play button yet.
Dude, what's a silver play?
10,000 subscribers.
Okay, so if you have enough subscribers, YouTube will send you a play button shaped award.
Can we talk about the fact that Fat Sonic is in this game?
Fat Sonic, yeah.
I love Fat Sonic so much.
Alright, one of my favorite abilities of this game that's really understated is the drop dash. So while you're in the air, you hold the jump button, and, well, it's not really showed off there, but, yeah, you can spin dash as soon as you hit the ground, which really, cuts a lot of the stop and go out of the classic games.
So, as someone who's played almost no Sonic, is this a recreation of Sonic 1's Green Hill Zone?
Yes, but the game has the game has 8 remixed zones from previous games and 4 entirely new zones.
Okay, how long is the game?
I'd say a couple hours if you're going for completion. So
like
we can rub it out in a single sitting.
It's like
Can you not say that again?
It's like
This is why we don't have ad support, except we do. Okay. We're niche enough that YouTube doesn't notice us. So for the time being, we majorly have avoided the adpocalypse.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't fucking rubbing me out.
Yeah, we're gonna rub one out on stream. That'll do the trick.
Dude, Fat Bird! Fat Birds!
What?
I love these Fat Birds. I love these Fat Bird boys.
So yeah, these are the special stages. They're sort of meant to invoke Sonic CD and Knuckles Chaotix at the same time.
And and F-Zero for some reason. wrong console, but whatever.
Why are there like 90 Death Stars in this guy?
Well, these were in Sonic CD's special stages, and the birds were from like Sonic 1. Later special stages have the fish from the Sonic 1 special stages.
So this is the Samus Returns of Metroid then. I mean,
this is the Samus Returns of Sonic. Although I would honestly consider AM2R more the Samus Returns of Sonic. Wait, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Jonah, the Death Stars were a reference to what was it, the Death Egg, a Death Star that Dr. Eggman made in one of the Sonic Adventure games.
Yes, why is my alarm going off? No, we're professionals.
I remember
swear
the
to
Death
God,
Egg.
we're professionals.
See, damn it. See, I know so little about Sonic. The only place I know about the Death Egg from is from oh, what was that Flash series on Newgrounds called from like the early 2000s?
Oh, Sonic for
Where it was
Hire.
like Sonic and Mario.
I thought it was Sonic for
what?
Hire.
Hold on.
No. It was like Sonic and Mario in one, like.
Sonic versus Mario.
I think it was like oh god, I don't remember what it's called. It was great though.
Oh yeah, another cool thing
And
about
like
this
like
this
Metal
game,
Sonic was in it.
I don't
know.
remember.
Post in the comments if you know what it's called.
Another cool thing about this game that I'll show off at the beginning of the next act is something that the Taxman implemented in... Okay, so this game was made by fans that were hired by Sega to make remakes. And yeah, in the remakes...
Seriously?
Yeah, the Taxman and Stealth, they were former ROM hackers that made a custom engine for classic Sonic. He pitched it to Sega, and he was hired to make the Sonic CD remake, later went on to make the Sonic 1 and 2 remakes for iOS and Android, and then pitched this.
I hope Sega...
That is so awesome.
But anyways, the thing I was going to get at is, one of the things they implemented in the remakes was the Tails Assist, where if you hold up, you can fly with Tails.
I hope Sega's
Oh, that's cool.
I hope Sega's lawyers work out how to canonize Omelette.
Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, so Josie, can you explain that for the viewers?
So there's an Eggman boss in this game that, through some accident, the sprite of Eggman in the cockpit upside down looks more like a hypothetical niece that he has. So the fan base has collectively decided that this should be a new character named Omelette or Egglet or...
Let's do a special stage or a bonus stage.
We haven't worked out a name yet. Now, I don't remember what I was watching or listening to, but Sega wouldn't be able to feature this character without some serious legal shenanigans, because no one really knows who was the first to notice this,
Yeah.
and come up with the character design. So, like, they'd have to figure that out, and they'd have to work out laws, like, who owns memes?
I mean, somebody could come forward, and I mean, I don't know. It would be neat. It would be neat.
Yeah. So Sega's kind of like Golden Age Valve now, where they just hire people who make hacks of their games.
He's trying to kill you here. Because he's bringing out the Death Egg robot from Sonic 2 right off the bat.
Jesus.
Wait, there's a Death Egg and a Death Egg robot?
Yes.
See, imagine what we would have gotten if, like, Sakamoto and the AM2R guys joined forces.
Yeah,
it's like,
but
Nintendo needs to adopt this kind of methodology.
But Fishbill, Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Shut up, God damn it.
It's true!
Nintendo has a console,
this exists,
Sega doesn't.
And AM2R
this
doesn't.
Well,
this debate ended 20 years ago.
Jonah, it's what Nintendo don't. Sega gave up. Remember? Nintendo hasn't given up yet.
So Sega's kind of like Jesus, where he gives himself up so we don't have to.
Well, I know what this episode's going to be called.
And the Switch is doing so well that it doesn't look like Nintendo is going to have to give up anytime soon.
Wait, does that mean the Dreamcast was the crucifixion?
Yes!
The Dreamcast...
In the year of our Lord, 1999, on the date of 9/9,
Sega became man, so man could become Sega.
The Dreamcast died for our gaming sins.
I don't know enough Bible quotes to make adequate jokes about this.
In the beginning, Sonic, created furries. I don't know, is that accurate?
Sonic
what?
Okay, so
in the beginning, Sonic created furries?
Okay, Sonic was in part responsible for the furry uprising. I don't think... I think
The furry uprising. My God.
You mean the furry uprising of 2014 when furries took over the White House?
I think
when George Bush wore a tail to every single one of his meetings.
I think Disney and Don Bluth had more to do with furries, but Sega definitely helped because there's this like, I think she's either a chipmunk or a squirrel in one of the Sonic
Sally
cartoons.
Acorn, yeah.
Yeah, she's really hot.
And she's naked in most of the original comics.
Also, the voice actress sounds like a sex hotline worker. And she just used her normal speaking voice, and they didn't even chipmunkify it.
Dude, this freaking chip art is fantastic.
Personally, I think the cyborg rabbit is more
And
sexy.
this is one of the few games where sprite rotation actually looks pretty good.
Well, yeah,
I haven't even noticed it, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
that's because the sprites are high enough resolution that you can rotate them without rotate and distort them without really losing a lot of quality.
Yeah, but
this kind of reminds me of what Shovel Knight did, where it took like the limitations of the original hardware and then took away
the main idea
bits.
of this game, the main design bible was be better than the Genesis, but not as good as the Saturn.
Yeah, I could see that.
So what I do when I'm making memes and I have to rotate low resolution images is I will actually upscale them about 300% and then rotate them.
Well, the sprites are still the original rotation, or the original resolution. It's just that the rotation still looks good because everything's moving faster.
Yeah, there's that too. It's a technique that Genji Tartakovsky used for Samurai Jack.
Really?
What he did was, it's motion tween like a lot of modern Flash cartoons, but he blurs certain action frames so that the motion tweening looks more fluid.
Okay.
In animation, I don't remember. The point is that technique is actually named after.
You'll be able to see the rotation when I go down here, see?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that doesn't look bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good.
So, is what you're describing kind of like how comic books will blur action in individual frames?
Yeah.
To like give the illusion of motion?
Yep. They had,
okay, that makes sense.
Yep, comic books had to perfect motion a lot because of the Flash. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know I don't know how they got the idea that a character with super speed would look good in a motionless art medium, but it actually works really well the way that they do the Flash.
Yeah.
It's also why Marvel Comics doesn't have a lot of speedsters, because they don't want to step on DC's toes too much. Because a lot of the elements about portraying a speedster in comic books came from DC. They don't want to borrow too much from them. Even though that's Marvel's entire deal.
Who's the super fast Marvel guy?
Marvel's most well-known speedster is Quicksilver, one of the X-Men characters.
Yeah.
That was also in the Avengers, so both movie franchises can include him.
Okay.
It's weird. They have a couple speedsters. Most of them are Lego Marvel's Avengers, which is a very dumb title.
I just took the hits
Marvel's
there because I couldn't be bothered.
So it's the second Lego Marvel game. It's based more on the MCU than general Marvel comics. Officially, it's called Legos Marvel's The Avengers.
It's dumb as fuck.
Because in the UK there was a show in the 80s, I think, called The Avengers that was unrelated to comic books.
So I'm just going to interject here. This is where the Act 2 in a lot of places is where the zone really takes more of more of its own, because well, with the bouncy shit here, it's referencing Wacky Workbench from Sonic CD. So the zones Basically, the zones will combine aspects of zones from other games into the zones from other games.
This is awesome.
That DNA bullshit looked like Vector Man.
How does it feel?
It feels like a classic Sonic game. Like, they got the physics perfect.
Awesome. And the pacing and everything's right?
Yeah.
What was I talking about, comic book?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about the Speedsters and Legos Marvels, and you were explaining why the title is Legos Marvels.
So, Marvel wants the Avengers to be the general brand name for the MCU, because MCU sounds nice as a fan name, but as a branding term, it's kind of dumb, funky sounding. They want the MCU to be branded as the Avengers universe, but they don't actually have the rights to do that because there's a show in the UK called the Avengers. So,
but the Avengers exist in the comics too, right?
Yeah. But see, the UK show trademarked theirs first. So I've never seen any of the Avengers movies. I just want to say that. Is Nick Fury like a bad guy now? Like, what's going on? I read that online. Is who like a bad guy?
Nick Fury?
No. It turned out that a lot of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s founding members were Hydra agents.
Yeah.
Nick Fury's a good guy and has been trying to rebuild the original S.H.I.E.L.D. And as of Avengers: Age of Ultron, he seems to have pretty much accomplished that.
So is Sam Jackson in the S.H.I.E.L.D. the TV show?
No. Well, okay, he was in the finale of season 1. Samuel L. Jackson was too expensive
Too expensive for TV.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Like, they could feature him in one episode, but they
Tails, save me! Tails! Tails! No!
Tails, you are worthless. You should feel
Thank you,
bad.
Tails! Good God!
The TV shows occasionally have really cheap actors from the movies reprising their roles, but not very often. The most prominent movie character that makes appearances in TV shows, one of the TV shows, is Coulson, because Clark Gregg is really into his role. Oh my God, Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah,
oh
yeah, it does
my
this.
God. What?
This is the boss of Chemical Plant Zone now.
What?
I didn't even know. How did I not know Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine was in this game?
This is amazing.
If you get enough of the things in the Blue Sphere stages, you actually unlock the Mean Bean Machine mode.
Holy shit!
This is like if Dr. Mario is like a boss in Odyssey.
The fan service in this game is out of this world, my dude.
Look, with Mario's outfit gimmick, Dr. Mario might be a boss.
Dr. Mario is an outfit in Mario Odyssey, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying that there's a possibility you might unlock it from playing Dr. Mario.
Right,
man.
Right.
How are you guys feeling about that game?
It looks great. I've already got it pre-ordered.
As long as I can put together a granddad costume, I'm all good.
Granddad.
What did you say?
Ooh, the memes are real now.
You played it, right?
Huh?
You played it, right?
Yeah, I played it.
How did it feel?
Great.
Yeah, Odyssey's looking great. Nintendo's really worked out.
The only thing I'm not used to is the fact, like, it feels like I should be able to, like, Super Mario Galaxy shit, where, you know, you can wall jump and then spin. And you can sort of do that with Cappy, but not to the extent that you could abuse it in Galaxy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, astronauts aren't really accustomed to Earth gravity when they come home, so Mario's got to exercise to get reaccustomed to the gravity of the mushroom.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
I hate to cut you short, but we're moving on to the next episode. In the next episode, we'll be tackling the first original zone in this game, Studiopolis.
Okay, Jonah, now is your time. Say your classic catchphrase.
buy me a Switch.
Okay.
I don't actually remember what the catchphrase was.